Hey everyone, so it looks like there's an update for Subsistence that's going to come through Steam Store right now. Alpha 64 update. Let's take a look at it. So from what I've seen, it looks like they're going to have controller support. So it's been promised for a long time, implementing full controller support for Subsistence. The support should cover all Xbox, PlayStation, Steam Deck, and generic controllers. I don't do a controller, I just go through PC. So let's take a look at. You will find in-game controls section now broken down into two sections for mouse and keyboard and controller. Okay, you can see there in the image. And it says if recognized controller is connected, you will see a diagram of the button mappings for a controller type. So there, let's see if we can get this maybe a little bigger. Yeah, it looks like there. Hopefully that's I'll go a little smaller. There you go. So for those of you who are interested in playing controller for Subsistence, here are the controls. Let's go on. There's a lot here to look at. Alright, so one of them, let's see, your controller type. There's another one here set up for another controller type. Let's take a look at image and tab. There you go for the options. Okay. So to account for infinite buttons available on controllers, the control scheme is divided into three sets: in-game, menu, and driving. Alright, there's these will automatically switch based on what players do in the game. You can view the various settings and the bindings by using the button in the bindings menu. The button on the left always allows you to flick through the various controllers you have connected. So reconfiguring bindings, I recommend using the default bindings I configured for each controller type. I understand it's important for players to have freedom to configure their own controllers as they please. Okay, so the button on the bottom left of the controller screen will open a bindings window, allowing players to change aspect of their control scheme. Let's see, Steam Input. So I decided to put Steam Input as a basis for controller support. This was due to Valve's broad support for different controller types for ongoing support leading into future as new controller types enter the market. When rebinding controls in games, the Steam overlay will pop up to show the Steam Input built binding menu. Let's go look at this in a pop-up menu there. Okay, I don't use controllers. For those of you, I will make sure to link put the URL to this this update so you guys who are controllers can take a look at it and find out more things. I'm going to keep going through it. So these bindings will only apply to Subsistence, will not affect your bindings in other game in your library. It can be done by clicking control button in Steam UI while viewing the Subsistence play page in your game's library. Okay, so there's more information here for the controller. Again, I'm going to put the link to this article. You can read it yourself. I want to keep moving on to see a little bit more information that's more relevant for the game that I play. It says previously, keyboard, mouse, controller glyphs. Previously, many in-game prompts provided very small text explaining which key to press. Now I am using images glyphs for a specific key or button that is required with less text and a larger font. This should help with accessibility and provide cleaner UI. Okay, so you see this item. Press E to pick this, or I can't even read this whole thing. And then you have looks like a larger prompt here with the E button and or key, and then the word harvest, which is a little bit bigger, a little bit easier to read. Okay. Also, when looking at drop items, it shows an image of the item with a count rather than lots of small text. So it says E key pickup, and then you have the item and a very, very small, hard to read number 1. Okay, these glyphs have been implemented all over the UI when text is previously used. Now, another thing, we have build animations, as you can see here. Something I've been meaning to add for a long time. Most buildables now play a build animation when a place or move. This makes building more satisfying and immersive to see each piece placed individually. This isn't something I'm interested in. I'd rather have other things like a new area to play in or a whole new map. But I'm sure that's a tremendous amount of work. Okay, so the sound design will play different placement sounds depending on the material type. Each individual piece will independently fit, will shake independently as it fits into place. Shake. Okay. So there's more here, information here. Looks like glass windows here. Implementing animations purely through the vertex shader of the mesh materials. This means they are entirely animated through the GPU and put no extra load on your CPU. So a very different efficient in terms of performance. Okay, that's fine. Okay, customizable ADS sensitivity. Previously, weapon ADS aim down sights sensitivity was exactly the same as normal look sensitivity. This meant as a player zoomed in on the weapon, the sensitivity would become high and difficult to aim. This was particularly awkward with weapons with higher zoom, such as a rifle or the lever action rifle. Now weapons have a lowered sensitivity while aiming, making it much easier to target enemies. In addition, players can customize each weapon's ADS sensitivity to their own personal preference. In the controls menu, where there is an advanced section with ADS sensitivity sliders for each weapon. So we'll just pop that open here. We get a little closer look at here for those of us who don't like the small text. Okay. And then there's a red marker on each slide to indicate the default recommended setting. Put that open here. Okay, so there's a red marker supposed to be where it's default, and then the slider you can see has been moved a little bit. When the slider is at full, that means the ADS sensitivity will be the same our normal lock sensitivity. Okay, the same as normal lock sensitivity. I guess when the slider is at the lowest, the ADS will be 10% of the normal look sensitivity. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have to kind of see how that looks and works out in the game. Okay, these settings can be separately configured for mouse and keyboard and controller. Okay, controller. There's more information. There's all new controls menu. I've completely rewritten the in-game control menu UI. The code was old and becoming problematic. The new menu is cleaner, features glyphs for keys, buttons rather than text, and has some nice smooth animations when navigating between screens. Let's look at this a little bit bigger. Okay. Alright, so if you want to do fire, you're going to select on this and then you can select whatever option you have here. Okay, that's fine. That looks just fine. Let's scroll down a little bit. Alright. Move on. Inventory item animations. Inventory items will now react as a player interacts with them or as their state changes. Clicking on, using, or moving an item will play a subtle shake, as well as stacking an item. Also, items will tilt as they are moused over. I hope this makes the UI feel a little bit more responsive to the player. Okay. This also means that as a player takes off from a loot crate, it is a lot more obvious what was taken and where the items have been placed stacked in their inventory due to those items briefly animating. Okay, there's a reset to default controls. There's now a button in the controls menu to reset all keyboards back to default values. Okay, we got inventory input prompts. We've added some contextual action prompts which show top right while viewing the inventory. Let's just take a look at these. Okay, E for eat, move, stack, shift, right or left mouse, move one, shift plus right mouse button. Okay. As players mouse over inventory items, the prompts will hint at quick actions available for this item. This includes actions like shift clicking to move item stacks or singles between inventories, which many players are not aware of. Okay, I'm going to get some of these close real fast. Okay, so there's in-game input prompts. As with the inventory input prompts, I've added in-game prompts which show button during gameplay. Okay, toggle flashlight is L, switch ammo type is Alt. I wonder if we can remove that so we don't have it there all the time. Okay, I'm just reading. These inputs or these prompts will hint at things like switching ammo types, if you have more than one ammo type for the held weapon, or toggling a weapon flashlight if the held weapon has one attached. Hopefully this makes playing the game a little more intuitive without referencing the control menu or Googling how something is done. Okay. New tool belt selecting when scrolling through your tool belt using next preview tool belt item keys. All slots can now be selected. This means buildables, medical, edible, etc. can be selected without needing to hit a number key. It always felt inconsistent to me, only weapons would select. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I never do the scrolling through. I just click the number key for that particular item. When flicking through slots, a small blue marker will show above slot briefly before selecting the item. This eliminates the glitchy rapid weapon equipping animations playing when scrolling through weapons. Okay, it says weapons and buildables will equip automatically. For other items such as medkits, players can press the fire key to use them or perform their primary action. An input prompt will show indicating the action can be performed. Okay, there's new animation for navigation menu. Okay, that's nothing special. Breath sounds when exhausted, plus fixing sprinting animation bug. Okay, now when the player depletes the animation, you will hear a breath sound. Also fix the bug where the arm sprinting animation would continue after stamina depletion. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's easy to fix though. All right, quick craft hotkey. Now when the craft preview panel is open, the player can hit a hotkey to craft the item without needing to mouse over and click the craft button. All right, let's just open that a little bit more. Okay, C, or you could just press the C, mouse over it, hit C, and you craft it instead of pressing this button. Okay. There's some more information here about GeForce. I'm not going to read all this. Let's see. Other notable changes: claymores, breaching charges, and BCU crackers are now stackable. Interesting. Fixed vehicle falling through the vehicle bay when recalling vehicle. Okay, that's good. I don't make it anymore. It's too expensive. The upkeep is too expensive. Prevented canteens filled with dirty water being drank from when using the quick action key. Okay, this will prevent accidental infection. Fixed garage door not colliding. Fixed garage door not colliding with vehicle. Okay, missed bug in last update. Subtle camera animations will now play during the process of butchering animals. And then thank you for everyone who supports his channel and all that other good stuff. So anyway, that's all the information update for Alpha 64. Looks a large amount of changes, I guess, for people who like using controllers for playing the games. So you guys who do that stuff, you're going to have to let me know how it goes, because I don't have a controller, not planning on buying it and trying out to see if it works or not. So anyway, that'll be it for this video. I hope you guys liked it. Yeah, it's a pretty quick update since last 64 came out. It seems like he comes out with updates every 6 months, and that's fine as long as there's something new coming out. Alright, that'll be it. I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Later, dudes.